I'll try to be as brief as possible. As Additional Secretary from the Cabinet Secretary mentioned a short while ago, we have to see whether e-governance project is benefiting people, the quantum of the benefit which accrue to citizens. From that yardstick, I would say passport service is one area where ICT has been successfully applied, deployed and implemented. This is one area where increased ICT enablement has helped us in delivering passport services to citizens in a better manner. In 2013, the Government of India, in India and abroad, issued some 8.5 million passports. 8.5 million passports is a huge number. Now we are ranked third in the world after China and the United States in terms of issuance of passports. There's only three countries, China, US and India, account for sizable percentage of passports issued anywhere. But these two countries, China and the United States, in terms of economic level, in terms of infrastructure, they were far ahead of us. And for the Government of India, it was a big challenge how to leverage ICT in betterment of public service delivery. Sometime in 2007, the Union Cabinet gave approval to what is called Passport Seva project under the National E-Governance Plan. This is one of the mission mode projects under the National E-Governance Plan. But the real implementation of the project happened between 2010 to 2012. I have been associated with this project as mission leader since 2010. So I have seen those days where this project was not there, and now where this has been cited as one of the area where ICT has been used successfully. How it has happened, briefly I will give an overview. Now, before you apply, there is a portal, and this is a single portal which is available to citizen of India anywhere, whether you apply in Panama or apply in Trichy or Ladakh, the same application is available. So this application is universal, whether you are 1 day old or you are in some hospital being treated and might have crossed 100 plus. Last year, the youngest applicant was 2 days old and the oldest was 114. Well, we could not verify the age because, somebody who is 114, there was no proper birth record those days. So we have gone by the affidavit, and the police verification certified after talking to the villagers that he was 140. So this application is universal, from somebody who is just 1 day old, who is just born, to somebody who has crossed 100 years. It's global, whether you apply in Chile, in South America, to somewhere in Ladakh, in interior area, in Jammu and Kashmir, the same application is available. We have, the application is called PRIDE, Passport Related Information Data Exchange, is available to not only passport issuing authorities, but all other stakeholders, like immigration. So today, if you have been issued passport today, I'd say for example 6 o'clock, and you go to airport, they have real-time information about the passport. There is no lag. So they will match your passport against the data available in the PRIDE. Similarly, somebody who had been issued a passport abroad and he comes to Delhi airport, the immigration people have the access to real-time information. We have a call center operating on 24/7 basis in 17 languages, where people can find information about passport services, where to apply, how much it costs, how many days it takes, what are the documents required. The whole bouquet of information is available through this platform. We also have a facility of online application as well as e-payment facilities which were unveiled last year. So citizens are now required to pay online through credit card, debit card, internet banking. In case they do not have access to any of these services, they can go to the nearest SBI and use Bank Challan. When I joined as the country chief passport officer in 2010, there were many cases, and every day I used to struggle with what is called missing files. If some grievance came to me, and if I checked with the passport officer, invariably the answer would be, "Sir, we can't trace the file." Now, the first thing we do is we digitize the file. In last 2 years, I had not a single case of missing file. So what the government is now talking about, how digitization of government records can help in verification and authentication of public record. So they know missing file. Missing file is history so far as passport services is concerned. Enrollment process had been modernized. Earlier it was manual. There was no data capture. The government was not able to see the citizen. This we have added to improve the security level in the issuance system, and that's the global expectation, that if the Indians are traveling and we are traveling a lot, our passport has to be credible document. We do not want to give a document to our citizen so that when he arrives in a foreign land, there is a question about the credibility of the document he is carrying. So the world has to be convinced that the passport which is being given to our citizens is a top class. It has gone through the rigor of verification. So what we do, citizens' presence is now mandatory. You have many times cases where photo substitution were happening earlier. It's all history. Your photograph will be taken by ISR staff. We capture 10 fingerprints. At the PSK Passport Seva Kendra, which have been set up in PPP mode with the Tata Consultancy Services, and we have 77 of them. So our 37 passport offices are being supported by 77 Passport Seva Kendra in PPP mode, the top class with all the amenities there. There it's the first in, first out principle, which is the basic norm of transparency and accountability. There is no preference to anybody. You report and the system gives you token and then you follow the procedures. We have integrated other government departments like police department. The moment you visit the Passport Seva Kendra and you are out, your police verification form has been triggered and has reached the police department through electronic means. So the time taken in police verification and in the dispatch and receipt of verification has been cut down. This has also improved better monitoring with the police department. Out of 725 districts, some 450 districts are already integrated, and our target is that most of the districts, police districts this year will be integrated online. Now, once application is made, what are the other facilities, ICT enabled facilities available to the citizens? They are, the citizen can track application through call center, through our portal, through mobile app. We have M-Passport Seva, which can be downloaded, and it's available in different platforms. And the citizen is not required to call anybody. You know, the whole idea of dependence on the government servant is taken away. Sitting at home, he can track his application. There are SMS alerts, and so with mobile app and SMS alert and the internet, they can track their application by themselves. In case they do not have access to these facilities, of course they can call our national call center. In terms of business analytics which is available to the government, we have access to dashboard and daily reporting. So with a click of button at the headquarters, we can monitor how many citizens are visiting at what place, how many government staff, because their work is being monitored through digital signature. At a particular point of time, I can tell you how many staff are actually working, whether somebody has reported for duty or not, whether somebody is late or not coming. All this business analytics is now available to business passport offices as well as headquarters. I think I'll stop here because I've given you a sense of what we have done in passport services. This year our target is 1 crore passport a year, this and without any addition of staff. Though the sanction cadre has enhanced, but the working level has remained as it was 5 years. So through the increased deployment of ICT, we have been able to scale up our services. We have been able to improve services, bring in a lot of security, a lot of accountability and transparency, which is now a call of the new government, how to improve public service, how to maximize governance with minimum government. And in this context, I think Passport Seva project stands out. Thank you.